When I was a boy, my mother often said to me, get married, boy, and see how happy you will be. Well, I have looked all over, but no girlie can I find who seems to be just like the little girl I have in mind. I want a girl just like the girl that married dear Rose.
So I'm so excited to be here today.
Well, now, Amy, as we enter our costume gallery, I have to tell you, you selected a lovely necklace. Okay. And while it's just beautiful, it's just not enough to be in the spirit of Liberace here. So we need to add a little more bling. I hope that's okay.
This is the most amazing room I've ever seen in my life, and I'm glad that I'm fitting in now with my bling.
Yes, much better.
So my understanding about Liberace is that he was a child prodigy.
Yes, indeed. You know, he started playing piano at 4 years old. Played by ear originally, imitating what he heard his sister play. Well, his parents quickly realized, you know, this is a talent, and they were able to get a well-known teacher in the area, Florence Kelly, to listen to him play. She agreed to teach him, but she said in no time he had surpassed anything she could possibly teach him. He went on to have a long-running scholarship at the Wisconsin Conservatory of Music. In the 50s, when he had his television show, he just wore a black tux like most of the musicians of the day. In 1955, he opened the Riviera Hotel with what we consider to be the first costume. We have it on display here in the museum, and it's just a plain gold lame jacket. But in the 50s, that was huge for any musician to wear gold lame. The fans loved it. Liberace said, you know, from then on it was history. They wanted more and I gave it to them. He went to sequins, to fur, to feathers, to rhinestones, even a costume that would light up with a battery pack. Everything done in fun. This is the King Neptune costume. And you can imagine looking at the costumes, people are always asking about the weight. So let me tell you, this costume weighs over 200 pounds.
200 pounds?
Yes.
Wow.
He only weighed about 185. So when you look at it, you can kind of see from all the beading, the jewels, that it would be quite heavy because he knew the fans wanted to see fantastic costumes. This is another fun costume. This particular one was worn for the 100th anniversary of the Statue of Liberty. The red, white, and blue hot pants, a favorite with all of our guests. You know, he wanted to wow the audience, but he wanted to be dressed, you know, something that would celebrate the 100th anniversary. Each costume has a different theme to it. And you know, I think they love the fact that Liberace, he wasn't afraid to embarrass himself, to make people laugh, to have a good time. They just love all of these costumes.
This at all? How did this come to be?
Always the showman, Liberace soon incorporated cars into his act. You know, everything matched. Pianos matched the car, costumes matched the car. I mean, he was the ultimate showman. It was all done in fun. It was a spectacular thing to see Liberace driven out on stage by a chauffeur, stepping out of this fabulous car in a fabulous costume. You know, what fun the entire show was. Our piano gallery. This is a real favorite with anyone that's musical, obviously. But you know, Liberace, when he was alive, we know that he had as many as 39 pianos. And what's special about this gallery is it almost shows the evolution of the piano.
So you get so caught up in the fanfare surrounding Liberace that you forget that he was actually a classically trained musician.
That's exactly right. And you know, he realized very early on only a few people out there really like just classical music. So the first thing he did is he combined popular music with classical. And guess what? He got a lot of people that probably would never hear classical music to listen. Then he added a little bit of the showman to it, you know, and he said, look, I can put on this show that everyone's going to have fun.
I don't care if it's August, December, or June. For my heart sings a wonderful tune. As long as you